I'm tired of doing this alone. I'm a talented artist. I've been doing this for a while now, and it's like every corner I turn, there's an obstacle. What I need most is a mentor, someone who can help guide me, direct me on the path to going to where I need to be, where I want to be.
It's time for the team to expand and grow. I throw parties in Miami at Love Hate, Classic Sundays, and Hip Hop Saturdays. We need graphics designers. We need design people. We need street teams and marketing people.
Something else I need: distribution, licensing, promotion. What I have to offer, I write. If you need a hook written for an artist that you may have, I can do that. If you have an event that you need entertainment for, I can do that. If you have your own business, if you need a personal assistant, I can do that.
What can we do for you? We could reciprocate by giving you a demographic that spends money. We could give you a steady flow of leads every week. Let's join forces.
Let me help you, help you, help me. Let's join forces.
You're watching Own Your Power TV, the show that helps you live the life that you deserve. I'm Coach Simone Kelly, and today we're going to be talking about the power of collaborations so that you can learn how to save time and money by working with others. This topic actually really hits home for me because when I first started my business, I was doing everything by myself. I didn't know how to ask for help. I actually didn't think I needed the help. And what happens when you do that as an entrepreneur is you become your own evil boss, the same boss that you tried to escape. You're overwhelmed, you're burnt out, and you're just, really not in a good place to be. And you're not working smart. I highly suggest you take notes for this show because you're going to get a lot of key tips on how you can really look into the gold mine in your cell phone. Many of us have so many contacts that we're sitting on and we're not really utilizing them. And speaking of contacts, one of my favorite business partners is here to talk a little bit about how she utilizes her connections. And her name is Biba Perjon, the Connection Queen. Welcome.
Hey Simone, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be on the show.
We're really happy to have you. So tell us a little bit about what the Connection Queen does. What is her business all about?
I'm a business consultant, and what I do, it's everything related to networking. I help people, I specialize in networking and social media first, but I help people really to turn their contact into clients. People go to networking but don't really know how to follow up, so I came up with a program, with a system years ago to help people to follow up.
Right, yeah, that's what happens a lot of times. We go to networking events, sometimes people are handing out business cards. That's not what networking is. The whole key is to build relationships. People don't realize it's all about cultivating relationships. And you actually are like the middleman for a lot of businesses, right? In France and here. And tell us a little bit about that.
Exactly. Actually, first of all, speaking about networking, most of the people have the feeling that going to the event is the networking part.
Right.
But it's what happened after what is the most important. And all of what I do for the last 10 years in my businesses, and I run different businesses, are related to networking. Each time, whether you mention helping the French people to come here or the Americans to move to France, my business, everything, it's networking because I work with a network of people because I won't be able to do on my own.
Right.
So that's the reason why I became kind of expert in networking, because the more I grow my network, the more I can assist more people, and I can become like a one-stop shop in the businesses that I have.
Exactly, and that's another key thing to think about. Like, your connections definitely make you a viable resource. People want to come to you, and you're more valuable because of, people know they call you, you're going to know who's who. You know what I mean? That's another thing about Own Your Power. Our communications organization is all about connecting people as well. So that leads me to how we actually got together, because Biba and I used to network back in New York. Back in 2002, I launched the Give and Take Network, which was my networking organization. At the time, it was for women only, and it was all about bartering and exchanging business ideas. And Biba and I connected at those events, and she hosted her own events called Biba 4 Network.
Exactly.
Yeah, she had her own circle of influence down there in New York as well. And we ended up connecting and just, being friends and staying in contact for over...
And networking.
Yeah, and networking, building a relationship.
It's always go back to networking.
Right. So then I moved to Florida in 2005. And then you came
in 2007,
and you called me up, right?
Exactly, because I knew you were here, and I knew that I arrived in Miami. I didn't know anybody. I needed to network. So you were the only person that I knew here, so I called you. Right. And that's how it started again.
Right. We went to Cheesecake Factory, and magic happened.
That's the
the
power of
the power of network, just reconnecting. And even though we weren't speaking every week, or we lost contact at one point, but we still it just like picked right back up. Exactly. So the thing that we did now is, because we both have our own groups, we have our own power of influence, so to speak. We joined forces so that we can put together a bigger event and do bigger and better things. Exactly.
And help more people at the same time.
Right. So we started doing Give and Take Network events together. And for those who don't know, again, it's all about networking and also about building relationships. But we also do bartering, which is another powerful way of collaborating with other businesses. And we actually started being called the networking divas.
So before we're the connection queen and the barter queen, now we're the networking divas.
Exactly. We joined forces, and now people call us the networking divas, and it just stuck. It's just like pretty funny.
That's funny, because what we said the other day, it's just people call us that and say, oh, we attended your networking divas when
event.
The next one.
Yeah.
We're not the networking divas, but I guess now we are. And
we'll take it.
That's how it works.
Exactly. So what happened with Biba and I is we actually looked at what can we bring to the table. Biba has what is your main skill, you would say? Your logistics?
The logistic and the administration and the control freak.
Yeah, the control freak. I'm a control freak too, but you're worse than me. And then what do you think I bring to the table?
Well, you bring, like, on the mic, first of all, you're the one, the big mouth on the mic, and also you do all the writing, because it's something that it's definitely not my thing.
Right.
And I think it's very important because we both work on our skills. And
right.
That's how we help each other, and that's why we, once again, bring